Yo, what's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy ChaseVibez back with another video. As y'all can see from the title, today I'm going to be showing, I guess, more of beginner producers, kind of how to get your 808s on key with a loop or a melody, whatever you want to say. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so what inspired this video was I was on YouTube watching some live beat critiques, and there was a lot of producers sending in out of key beats, and I was also on Instagram watching people's stories, and a lot of their beats were out of key. I got kind of frustrated because it shouldn't be that difficult, find the key, but I know that beginner producers, it can be kind of new to you, so you can't really understand that your beats out of key. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so to start, I went ahead and got this Wheezy Spins 808 that I made out of my go-to drum kit. I'll have the link for this in the description. It's just like hi-hat midis and stuff like that for y'all. So yeah, what I'm gonna do to start, there's a bunch of different ways. I'm gonna show you guys those ways, but to start, I'm just gonna go ahead and go up about 2 octaves up to C7, and just start going up throughout these until I find the key. So I'm going to use my ear to listen whatever sounds on key. Now E is the correct scale. This is most likely E minor because the melody sounds a little bit more dark, minorish. So you can see if we keep going up, it doesn't sound right, but E sounds perfect compared to it. So if we drop it down, that sounds a lot better than of what a lot of producers would typically do. So that's the first way to find the key of a loop, which is probably one of the more harder ways. The second way is you can left click on a loop. You can go ahead and go into this, right click on this, go into edit in audio editor, and then this will pop up in Edison. What you're going to want to do is go to this little flag, left click on that, go down to detect pitch regions, and this will pop up multiple keys inside of the loop for you. And as you can see, it's in the scale of E, and then it goes from C to A to E. And this is good for helping you whenever it comes to artists recording on beats. This is one way that you can do it if you're using FL Studio. So yeah, that's another way to do it. The second way to do it is if you're using a loop, which a lot of producers have been doing this, where they track out their loop at the end, is look for the bass if it does have a loop, bass in the loop, which this one does. So, and that helps a lot. So whenever you drag this over, it helps you find the key. So that's one way to do it. And so also what you're going to want to do is go into Edison, go here, and this is whenever you want to just find the pattern that they played in the bass line rather than just find the main key. So as you can see, it's E, C, A, E, C, A, and that's a good way to learn, like this. That helps a lot. Then second, another way that you could do it is go into your scales. If you have my go-to kit, go to this. We're in the scale of, we already found the key of the loop, which is the key of E. So we're gonna go to E minor, drag this in, and as you can see, this pretty much pops up the scale that I use to make this loop. And this is just good to work inside. So as you can, if you just listen, it's kind of just ghost notes. So instead of playing around and putting it on this to where you can't see the scale that you're in, you can kind of see and have something to work off of. So that's another way to do it. Now another thing that I notice a lot of producers will do, and I've talked to a few producers on Instagram where I told them, yo bro, the beat's out of key, and they're like, no, the 808's on key with the loop, I follow the root notes of the melody, and they don't realize that a lot of times your 808 itself can be out of key. So as you can see, I use a different 808. It already sounds out of key. I know what the key of C sounds like, so that already sounds low-key out of key. So I'm gonna go inside of here, and if I put it on the key of E, which is the key that we're in, it sounds like this. That sounds way out of key. So what you're gonna want to do is left click on it, right click on this, the 808, go into edit audio editor, go into the flag, detect pitch regions, and it will say that it's in this key of D sharp. So what you're gonna want to do is go into here, and left click on D sharp, and this puts it in the key of D sharp, which it may sound confusing to a lot of beginners, and I'm sorry if I'm kind of talking a little fast in this, but that's another way to do it. So if you play it now, that sounds on key. You drop it down, and now that sounds on key. So yeah, that's pretty much how you find the key of your loop and make sure that you put your 808s and your drums on key with your loop. or a loop that you're using. If there's any producers watching this and there's multiple other ways to do it than the ways that I showed you, feel free to comment below. Comment below what you guys want to see more of in the future, and I'm out.